If you magically had several $1,000,000, what would you spend it on? How about a single baseball card from 1909 featuring Honus Wagner, a shortstop for the Pittsburgh Pirates? This card has been known to sell for millions, even in bad shape. But why is this little card so expensive? Well, back then, tobacco companies made flimsy cigarette packs, causing the cigarettes to crush and break. So to reinforce them, they inserted cards into the packages. Later, someone got the bright idea of putting images and advertising on the cards. And they put almost anything on them, from transportation, state or country flags, celebrities, animals, you name it. How to properly rob a stagecoach. And, strangely, how to pick up and hold random animals. Baseball players were popular on these cards, but Honus Wagner didn't like the idea of his image being used to promote tobacco use. So he told companies to stop printing his image. As a result, his card had a limited printing run, making it extremely rare. Only about 50 to 75 are known to exist today, making it the most expensive baseball card in the world. And the rest is baseball history. But since I don't have millions of dollars, I'm going to have to settle for making my own card using 1920s pencils that I got for about 20 bucks. Enter the Dixon Best 110 color pencil assortment. If you've been watching my channel, these might look familiar as I used the smaller 105 set on another drawing. Go check it out after this video. This set originally came with 24 colors, and this one has about 20 of those colors left in it. So after looking at the 20 remaining colors in this set, I realized I had pretty much every color needed to make the Honus Wagner card, except for white. I'll get to that later, but as you can see here, a lot of them looked white. The yellow looked white, the blue looked white, presumably from the wax that leached out of the pigments over the years, but after a sharpening, the color came back and they were as good as new. I wanted to make this drawing a little bit bigger than the original cards, so I put a grid on it to help scale it up. I also chose kind of a toned pastel paper to help add to that vintage look. And with that, this drawing was ready to begin. Now, as I mentioned earlier in this video, the one color I was missing from this set was white, so I had to borrow one from a slightly newer 1930s, 1940s Dixon set for the border of this card to help keep the drawing as period appropriate as possible. The text at the bottom of the card proved to be a bit of a catch-22. because if I colored the white after using the black for the lettering, it would smear the black everywhere into the white. And if I colored white and then tried to put the black on top of it, it was too slippery of a surface for the black to grip onto. Additionally, if these pencils were sharpened to too fine of a point, they would crumble and break everywhere. So the text ended up probably being the worst part of this drawing. There it is. Definitely better than the one I drew 35 years ago, but also just as rare. Thanks for watching.